What is going on, dudes? Lady dudes, welcome back to Just Nuts, guys. Today, we're looking at a little bit of Karakuri support. Out of nowhere, we get 5 cards of legacy support going towards the Karakuri archetype. An old one, not, I wouldn't say a fan favorite one, but I think it does have its fans out there, and I think it's cool that Konami just acknowledges them, even if they are few and far between, and gives them a little something to be excited about. So, without further ado, let's start on off with Karakuri Monk, model 9763, Kunamu-san. Sorry about the pronunciation. Is a level 5 Earth Machine effect monster with 2000 attack, 1500 defense, and his first effect is a hard once per turn. If this card is in your hand, you can target a Karakuri monster you control. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of the turn except for Earth Machine monsters. Also change that monster's battle position, and if you do, special summon this card, and if you do that, it is treated as a tuner. I'm not this is worded a little weird. I'm not sure if this card itself is treated as a tuner, or the monster you had to target and turn to defense mode is treated as a tuner. But either way, still pretty nice. Jumps himself out of the hand, allowing you to essentially turbo, and then sometimes switching into defense mode can trigger effects and stuff, but pretty cool. I like this. This card must attack if able, and also if this card is targeted for an attack, change its battle position. All pretty standard stuff as far as Karakuris are concerned. So nice card, definitely a 2 or 3 of probably in the deck, just helping you turbo what you're trying to do. Next up, we have Karakuri Toad, model 4224, Shirakanushi. A level 1 Earth Machine tuner effect monster with 200 attack, 1000 defense, and its third effect is a once per turn this time. This card must attack if able. If this card is targeted for an attack, change its battle position. All standard fare for your Karakuri stuff. But the third effect is a quick effect, which is interesting. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one Karakuri monster you control. Change its battle position. Not too shabby, especially with some of the effects that actually get to trigger off with, with the Karakuri archetype. Not too bad, and we'll also see a monster here in a sec where this card really has some nice synergy should you use it as part of your combo. And that monster is Karakuri Daigongan, model 00X Burebu. Pretty cool, like samurai looking guy, really cool. A level 9 Earth Machine synchro effect monster, 3000 attack, 1500 defense. Interesting that he's level 9. I'm not sure how that works with Karakuri Monk, or how easy that would be with Toad. I don't know, right? But what's important is he's completely generic, other than the fact that he takes a non-tuner machine monster as the other, I guess the non-tuner parts, not including the tuner. Other than that, he's pretty generic, actually. If this card is synchro summoned, though, you can special summon a Karakuri monster from your deck. All right. Defense position monsters you control cannot be destroyed by a battle. Nice. And then once per turn, if the battle position of a face-up Karakuri monster you control is changed and remains face-up, you can target one card your opponent controls and banish it. And now we're looking at some legitimate disruption. Because really what you're looking at is a situation where you could quick effect banish Toad from grave to change his or any other Karakuri monster you control's battle position, which will then trigger him to target any card your opponent controls and banish it. Not only that, but you can also do that during every one of your turns, being a little more offensive, removing a card off your opponent's board. It does target, but banishing is probably the best form removal that exists in our game. So pretty cool. I like all 3 of these cards so far, honestly. Next up, we have an equip spell called Karakuri Toad Oil. It's an equip spell card, and you can only activate 1 per turn. What it does is when you activate it, you target a Karakuri monster in your graveyard as cost. Then you special summon it. If you do, equip it with this card. Nice, just a monster reborn. Or I guess a premature burial, more like. Once per turn, if the battle position of a face-up Karakuri monster you control is changed and remains face-up, the equipped monster gains 500 attack and defense. This is nothing crazy. I mean, I don't really expect that second effect to really come up too often, except for like maybe it helps you push for a little more damage. It's nothing crazy. You're mainly worried about just the fact that it's a monster reborn, which is still good in the deck. So maybe a 2 or a 3. I'm not sure how incredibly easy it is to put. Sorry guys, it's pretty late here. How incredibly easy it is to put a bunch of karakuris in the graveyard, or at least impactful ones that would be worth reborning, I'm not sure. But still, a solid card nonetheless. Every deck loves to have their own monster reborns. Next up, we have Karakuri Cash Lodge, our final card here. It's a normal trap card that you can only activate one per turn. And it reads, target one Karakuri monster you control and one effect monster your opponent controls as cost. Change the battle position of your first monster, and if you do, negate the effects of your opponent's second monster until the end of this turn. Second effect says if you control a Karakuri monster, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target a face-up monster on the field and change its battle position. Just really solid stuff through and through. I mean, really. You just get to essentially, like, unfortunately it only works going first, but it is an extra disruption. It is just a straight up monster negate. You know, as all you have to do is put a Karakuri monster on field, and then also it gives you extendability in the fact that turning a Karakuri monster's position, you could turn a Daigangan model 00X Burebu to banish a card your opponent controls, or none of these guys, but I assume some of the other ones also do some pretty kind of powerful things when you do that as well. It's a trap card too, so you can still you can banish this from the graveyard as a quick effect on your opponent's turn, which means it can double as like a pretty strong. You can negate something with Burebu, and then you can like flip. Oh, actually, that you would negate and banish something. That's actually really strong disruption. I actually like this a lot. I mean, I'm not sure how searchable these two are, or this one is particularly, like going first. I know in the past this deck was more of a just OTK kind of deck, overwhelm your opponent with a lot of big bodies, but this card is okay, and I think this card could possibly open the door. This card and Burebu could possibly open the door to playing a going first version of Karakuris. So pretty curious to see what happens here. I'll definitely keep an eye on Lithium's channel, because you know he's going to make a video about these guys pretty soon. And yeah, they're pretty cool. I think this definitely buffs the deck. I mean, I don't really know that much about the deck. I'm 100%, I'll admit that. But I still think those are really cool cards. And this is the kind of stuff that could possibly get someone like me, who is very interested in a lot of archetypes, interested in this one, just because it could possibly become relevant again and be playable. Who knows? But let me know your guys' thoughts down below, especially if you know more than me about this deck. Definitely feel free to throw down below some of the like specific ways that this support kind of synergizes with the old stuff to make the old stuff newer, to maybe keep in line with the old stuff, whatever it is. Let me know your thoughts. But that's going to do it for me here, guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to the channel. We're only 6 subscribers away at this point from 500. We're right around the corner. So I'm pretty excited for that. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.